Alright guys, this is for a 2014 Ram 3500 with their auxiliary switches. There is nowhere on the web that tells you how to do this. You have these auxiliary switches that come in from factory, but you buy aftermarket lights. You need to run a relay switch to them. Okay, I just figured it out. Turns out to be pretty simple. This one came pre-wired. This is from this is from Rough Country. Okay, and so I was trying to figure out how to run the auxiliary switch that comes from the factory to run the lights, and looked throughout the internet and really couldn't find anything, but it turns out to be pretty easy. All right, so what you do is you come here. These are your auxiliary switches, and you can go on the web to find out exactly where they're numbered, but 1 and 2 are right here, and these run off the battery. You can also do some that run off the ignition, but I wanted to just do the battery. So what you do is your fuse, or excuse me, not your fuse, but your relay switch, you have your positive wire, of course, running directly to your battery. And then you run a fuse to that as well to make sure that you don't pop your fuse from the truck as well, or you don't pop your lights, which I did the first time. So what you do is you run your, and all this is just figuring it out. There's no way I would leave it like this, but I just wanted to make sure you all know that how to do this. So you run your positive wire with a fuse to your relay. All right, then you run your negative wire. This runs directly to your relay as well. Okay. All right. So these got little extra wires on there for now, which because this one came with a switch, you know, with the lights. Which I'm not going to use that switch. I'm going to use the factory switch. And so this blue wire is going to be running your switch, your on and off switch, which is going to go to, as you see, the blue wire. I kind of spiced it all up, but anyway, it's all going to be pretty at the end. Goes to your switch, to your number 1. And then when, believe it or not, when you get it all wired like that, your blue goes to your number 1, your positive, negative, with the positive also having a fuse, all goes to your relay. Again, it's going to go to the appropriate site. This is a 40 amp relay for to run these lights. Other than this, these are going to be extra wires because these are to run the actual switch that it came with. I'm not going to run that little switch because I cut it off already. Here it is right here. Okay, I'm not going to run this switch. That's why I have all these extra wires, because the truck already has a beautiful switch. Okay, so now I got it all wired prematurely. It's gonna work beautiful because I already tried it out. So you want to run your power, or your auxiliary. Boom, light comes on. You then come outside, and boom, you got lights. Okay. Over here, turn it off, and light it up. Okay, I just had to put this on there because it drove me nuts looking for this information, and of course it's not on the web. But again, this is the 2014 Ram 3500. I think this any other Ram with the auxiliary switches will wire exactly the same. But of course they don't tell you need to run the auxiliary switch. Excuse me, not the auxiliary switch. It doesn't tell you that you need to run a relay switch with those lights, because you're thinking that you can run those lights with the factory relay that's on the truck. But when you do that, you blow your light out instantly, which I did. Okay, so I'll do a part 2 that has the truck all nice and wired. Okay? Thanks a lot.